All right, so today I have good news and not really bad news. I'm just kind of annoyed that it happened. But the good news is I just got a new bench yesterday, and I'm going to be using that from now on. And I'm going to try to kind of fix my form a little bit. It's about the same height as a comp standard bench, so I'm going to be trying to kind of keep my butt from lifting off. And the annoying news is when I was setting it up, a hex bar just fell straight onto my foot. Like it just jammed right into my big toe, and it definitely didn't feel very good. But yeah, let's get straight into it. I don't know why, but for some reason today bench just felt a little bit weird. It was just like my form was off and my muscles weren't really in sync. I think it's probably because I don't have as much practice in the bench press as I do in the squat or deadlift. So doing a light weight, I can't really tell if I'm doing the right thing. But on another note, I could tell that my butt wasn't lifting off as much as it was before. It was still going up a little bit more than I'd like it to, but I think I'm going to try and kind of scoop my feet back a little bit more to just be a little tighter. Ever since I started doing more chest accessories, I could kind of tell that it's kind of like just blown up. So it used to be really kind of flabby, and it didn't really look like a bodybuilder's chest would look like, which I'm not a bodybuilder, but I still want to look like one. I also used to have shoulder pain. I still do, but since I've started the chest flies and I'm doing single arm, my body is kind of forced to use lighter weight, and it's kind of alleviated some of that pain. I used to do like really heavy flies on the pec deck machine, and that would really kind of hurt and target my shoulders more than my actual chest. So switching to the flat bench chest fly, it definitely kind of fixed that. And by fixed, I don't mean that I'm just going to ignore the remaining pain. I'm still gonna do whatever I have to do in order to fix it. I'm basically just saying that it's slightly less serious. So, although I don't really want to, if I have to kind of just go light on bench days for a while, or even maybe skip a few for my shoulder to heal, I will. So, like I was saying in the leg day video, I think last week, single arm or single leg exercises are definitely better than doing them both at the same time. When I first started doing skull crushers, I would use just a 45-pound bar, and when doing it, I could kind of feel like my left arm was just basically cold and my right arm was doing all of the work. So I decided to switch to dumbbells so that I could kind of like fix that imbalance. And it's kind of also for like aesthetic purposes as well. My left arm is like half the size of my right one, and you can kind of tell just by looking at it, because my right arm, the tricep at the bottom is round, and my left, it's almost completely flat. And I honestly feel like I could have gotten 285, maybe even 290 if it wasn't for my left tricep when I was doing the bench PR, because I could feel it going up. It was going up very smoothly with my right, but I had to put some extra strength into my left one because it was starting to fall behind. That's also something I want to focus on when I'm doing I guess I'll call it the building block. That's also something I want to focus on when I'm doing the building block. I want to focus on kind of getting rid of my imbalances. So I don't really do incline for strength purposes at all, pretty much. It's mostly just a bodybuilding movement, just to kind of get some more upper chest development and kind of round myself out. Because I wouldn't really ever do any incline based movements, so there was basically just an entire section of my chest that was pretty much just not there. And since doing the incline, it definitely looks a lot fuller and a lot more kind of rounded out. I also do think it may have kind of inadvertently helped with my pressing endurance, because my triceps would get gassed out very quickly whenever I was benching, but now I don't really see that problem as much. And even when I do the skull crushers, I can kind of push for a little bit longer. So even though I don't really see incline as a very helpful thing for just strength, I still think it's very beneficial to powerlifting as a whole. All right, so there's been a slight change of plans. Today is not going to be the last day of the deload. I'm going to keep doing it until Monday, and then on Monday I'm going to be starting my new program. It's going to be like a more of a high volume program, just to kind of get some extra training with my form and to also increase muscular endurance. So it's mostly just going to be like bodybuilding, and I am a little bit like, of course, like there's no such thing as getting too big, but I'm already like in the 110 kg weight class, and I'm 5'8". I just put on muscle really fast, but so probably gonna be in like the 120 to end up. And you know, like I said, there's no such thing as getting too big, but when it comes to powerlifting, just having a bunch of extra weight is not very necessary, kind of. But also more muscle does equal more strength. So if I can kind of use that muscle and turn it into strength, that'll definitely be great, since my goal isn't just completely to win competitions, it's just to get as strong as possible. And if I need to sacrifice my placing in competitions, I'm not too worried about that. But anyways, that's it for today. And if you have any suggestions for what you'd like to see in future videos, please let me know, and I'll see you next time.